Nice and handsome. Oh, hello there. Good afternoon, a big how do you do? I'm Mr. Bruno, and today on Veston's Review Show, where I review just about anything, we're going to take a look at some Canadian television animation from the 1980s. Yep, Babar the Elephant. That's right, today we're reviewing Babar's Triumph, and our topic of the day is citizenship. Tell them what citizenship is. Citizenship means making your community a better place to live. Let's hear first from some of our experts so what they do to be a good citizen.
Obey the law. Always buckle your seatbelt. Don't litter. Do recycle. Donate your old toys and clothes to charity. Citizenship!
Thanks, kids. Hey, Mushu, come here.
Yeah?
What do you make of this? I don't know. You remember Babar, don't you? Obviously, since he was on the Kids for Character video. Yeah, and that's where Barney the Puzzle Plates, Lamb Chop, the Magic School Bus, and Gullah Gullah Island were in too, right? Yeah. But some of you may not be familiar with Kino's Storytime, though. So today's theme is jungle animals. Yeah. Cue the jungle music! Alright, now we're in for the mood. Oh yeah, we're in one heck of a swinging mood. Citizenship also means phew! Whoa! It's Betty Lou!
Yeah, I'm swinging on vines. Woohoo! Whee!
What do you think you are? What do you think you are? What do you think you are? George of the Jungle?
Yes!
Well, you can hurt yourself while trying to swing around. Please stop. We have a review to do.
Oh, all right.
Sheesh, Betty, sometimes you can't violence citizenship.
Oh, I heard you. But when you heard you were going to review Babar, I just couldn't resist.
Okay, I'll let it slip for once. Well, anyways, citizenship is all about everybody working together, just like Babar. And now, here is Babar's Triumph. The story, which was written by Peter Sauter, begins with Babar's children looking out the window and seeing various animals coming to the kingdom for a meeting for the Jungle Federation Council. While Cornelius and the straight gentleman Pompadour inform their king that everything is ready, the kids rush in to tell their father about what they saw.
And there's crocs and hippos
And lions and tigers?
Are there any bears?
No, Alexander, no bears yet, but perhaps someday.
Oh man, if there were bears, I could have done the lions, tigers, and bears all my gag from the Wizard of Oz. Well, Luffy, the jungle population does not have many bears. Now you tell me. In the usual fashion, Babar tells his children about the first time the Jungle Federation Council was in mode, even back when the castle was under construction. Babar's duo of the wise found some skepticism in Babar's idea in having animals come together for a meeting. They get into the room where all the animals are arguing about their differences and their problems between one another.
What do you mean I'm sticking my horn in where it doesn't belong? I'll say what I want to say about your stripes, your antlers, and your neck.
This is Retaxas, voiced by Alan Stewart Coates, who is the stick in the mud for always leading this argument. This, of course, is true in real life. It's called political arguments. They've been with us since the government began. What do you mean Teen Titans Go should be canceled? I think it should. I think it's funny. I mean, it has a lot of great stories and bland stuff and uncomedic toilet humor and a lot of ratings traps and everything like that. Oh yeah? Well, I think Teen Titans Go is abysmal, atrocious, an abomination to the 2003 TV series. Let me hear what you guys think. Should the manufacturing of Teen Titans Go be illegal?
Of course it should be illegal.
I'm offended just looking at it.
Well, anyways, Babar stops the bickering as he and the other two explain the 4 items about helping the environment and how to get along with each other, but this doesn't stop the other animals from debating.
Right, right. We have no rights with certain oversized reptiles putting their mouths where our fish used to be.
Your fish, are they? Used to be fish in that water hole before someone started throwing rhino rinds into it.
We have to toss our garbage somewhere. I believe Rhino Land is already full. Look it.
Instead of waving that horn around, why don't you toss your trash into the swamp?
Among the arguments, Babar gets a suggestion or an idea that maybe they could settle this problem. Like, take the rhino's garbage into the swamp, put the sand and turn it into a beachfront. That way the crocodiles will have their water holes, and the turtles have their wet lakes, and everybody else can use the rest all they want. The others debate on whether or not this is a good idea.
Ridiculous.
Never worked.
Too complicated.
I still like it.
But then, Babar gets some bad news.
Item number 5.
Babar?
But there is no item number 5, sire.
There is now. Saving the jungle.
From who?
The hunter. He's back in force.
Yes, poachers have arrived into the scene, and they're going to exterminate any animals for jewelry.
I guess this puts the beach idea on hold.
Retaxas, however, has no interest in stopping the hunter, thinking that it's only about protecting the elephants, even though it's more than that. And Retaxas tells Babar that the animals take care of themselves. This, of course, prompts the other animals to leave. Just when all hope is lost, the turtle from the meeting decides to help. At least someone from the Federation is willing to help out. Meanwhile, back at Retaxas' place, he and all his other rhino colleagues are laughing and hooted up about what Babar said at the meeting. But then, they get an unexpected welcome.
After them! It's happening, just like Babar said.
Yes, Retaxas got kidnapped by... man! Yes, man. Human in shape, but sadistic in spirit, man likes to spend most of his time destroying things because he is worse than the devil if he was a poacher. You could spot the especially bad one by having two-dimensional personalities, having little dialogue, and having a mustache that even Jeremy Irons would be jealous of. They kidnap animals, burn down forests, and probably killed a deer's mother and an elephant's mother. If you should see man anywhere in your neighborhood, please make a Canadian animated cartoon with great morals and no sympathetic three-dimensional villains. Man, if there's anything worse, it's not human.
I'll destroy them all!
Babar calls in his recruits, Arthur and his sister Celeste, voiced by a then-unknown Tara Strong.
Hup, 2, 3, 4. Ready for duty, Your Majesty.
Babar instructs them that he'll try to talk to the poacher and see if he could leave the entire plan alone, but Pompadour comes in with terrible news that man has kidnapped Retaxas. Never before had there been such a crisis. Man had returned to the jungle, armed with more poachers and guns than they've ever seen, and he is ready to settle the score. At the time, they feared there was no way of stopping him, but Babar had to try. Here's a spoiler that's not really a spoiler at all. It doesn't work. Because they soon found out there was no reasoning with a man like the Hunter.
Gracious!
My tusks!
The time for diplomacy was over. Fortunately, Babar anticipated man's reaction and prepared accordingly.
Up and at 'em, boys.
Because the turtle troops are there to save the day, but they aren't enough to make man change his mind.
Without help from the rest of the jungle, we don't stand a chance.
You said a mouthful. I still think Teen Titans Go should be cancelled. We're not doing the political argument joke anymore. Although their first attempt was a failure, they're not going to give up. That evening, while one of the poachers is on patrol, Babar and the others sneak into the cage, and Babar manages to get Retaxas out of his trap. But soon they get surrounded by hunters. Meanwhile, man is planning something horrific, using oil slick. Ooh, it's a very intense scene.
What's that awful smell?
It's for you.
The sound of the drums gives the elephants the opportunity to turn the tables, even if there was a bit of a mishap in between. Babar? Why don't you call the police? Luckily, Retaxas charging at them lets the elephants conk the poachers on the heads, knocking them out. Retaxas decides reluctantly that he does need to help them out, because it's going to need more than just them to take the hunters out.
Wait a minute! Stop! Just a minute!
What's the problem, Mushu?
Well, Veston, you talked a lot about this story, but I want to talk about the next part with you. It's my favorite part.
You mean the one that's coming up?
Oh, yes.
Do you want to do it?
I not only want to, but I insist upon it.
Okay. Go ahead and help me out.
Man uses a BMW to light a torch and throws the torch onto the ground, starting a...
Fire! We have to do something.
Don't you know it?
As Metaxas runs off to get help, Babar rallies up to his own benefits to help stop the fire.
The fire spread quickly, but with the help of the Royal Fire Brigade, they did their best to save their jungle home.
Pretty soon, the wind starts shifting, and all the other animals are gonna come back and beg for help.
Somebody, do something.
Help us! Save our waterways! Why don't you help us save our homes?
Everybody just hold it!
When all hope is lost, Retexus returns with his herd of rhinos to help put out the fire with their shovels, thus giving Babar and the others the courage to fight the fire.
Okay, are we all in this together?
Yeah!
Are we all gonna save this jungle?
Yeah!
Then let's get to work!
Although it had taken a great disaster, Babar's dream of forming a unified jungle had finally come to pass.
Animals of every kind rallied together to battle the flames, and together they formed a well-oiled firefighting team.
At one point, they feared that they would never put the fire out. But with a lot of hard work,
And a little help from the prevailing winds, they were able to get the fire under control. Now here comes the neat part, the part you weren't expecting. The wind shifts the fire over to the poacher's site, and of course the poachers run away, and man screams out an evil phrase.
You can't run! I won't run! I'll destroy them all!
the flames engulfed man, for good, and he burned in heck. Babar and the others decide to leave the spot as it is, a memory of what could have happened to us all. Sometime later, Babar is congratulated for helping the animals save their homes. But of course, this means that the animals must resort back to the usual political arguments.
I'm with you. We should start reconstruction of our nests immediately.
I beg to differ. We should clean the waterways post-haste. What about the water hole? We should come first.
I'm the one that got you all together! Me! Babar.
Yep, some things never change.
Back in the present, the meeting is about to begin, and the representatives are doing the usual arguments as usual, proving that some things do indeed never change.
Some things never change, right, Father?
Yes, Pom. Some things never change.
Well, there you have it. Babar's triumph. Let's wrap things up with the final thought today. It's a great story about citizenship. What have we learned today, guys?
Citizenship is about making your community a better place to live.
And about everybody working together to do that.
And there's also another thing I learned about citizenship, is that we should watch where we are going.
What was that? What did you do that for?
'Cause I like charging.
A rhinoceros.
Hey, Veston. Now I know what to do to help the citizenship.
What's that?
Make poaching illegal.
Oh, well, no problem, Mushu.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, that's my horn. I'm not a pencil.
There. Poaching is illegal and punishable by law. Here, Loopy, you take this to the government and see if they can understand that one. I don't believe this. Next time, a new story. The story of Marooned. A story about how to survive in a cave-in. Until next time, as always, stay sharp, stay smart, and always look at things that I recommend. Guys, wait, I have another idea. Should we make Teen Titans Go illegal?
I guess this puts the beach idea on hold.